Hi everybody, it's Julie. Today I have a page using handwriting and an overlay using some junk packaging. Okay, so this is an image that I have. This handwriting image is one of the Patreon images that they're going to receive. Now I have printed the handwriting on top of one of the pages from the Eco Dyed Backgrounds digital kit, the new Eco Dyed Background digital kit. This was what I was thinking of for handwriting. I had seen a large picture that said, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Like, you guys remember, you might not have ever had to do this, but I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class. I wrote that probably 500,000 times when I was growing up. Because my voice was, I mean, there could be 5 people talking, but they could tell my voice. So I would get caught. And so when my daughter and I were shopping, I saw this giant picture. I think it was at Kirkland's. And so I had written that down as one of the things I wanted to do was a handwriting page. So what this is antique handwriting from a Robert Burns book. Okay, so the Patreons are going to get the full piece. It was him writing a letter talking about changing something in the book, and they actually put it in the book, so it's really, really cool. So I have the full page for them, and so yeah, so it's a poem that he had, but I just thought it was cool. So this is my handwriting, and I'm going to be using a page. Now I'm going to also be showing you, I need to do 3 things to this to be able to put this in my book, in my journal. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple pieces out of here. And I'm going to go around this with my gold pen. My gold pen's been getting a lot of work the last couple days. I did the Q&A. It's kind of funny because the Q&A, it's a question and answer that is it's one of the perks for the Patreons that are Ruby, Diamond, and Emerald. And I got the time wrong. So I was there at 12 o'clock. And one person came and went. And I was like, well, what happened? Because usually at least a couple people show up. Well, I was there at 12, and I had told everybody 1 o'clock. I had written in my book 1 o'clock, because I do usually do 1 o'clock as my afternoon time. But I had been doing the Q&As at 12 o'clock, so I got myself all confused. Anyway, I went back and I did it again at 1 o'clock. And while I was doing it, I was putting together the little, one of the pieces for the ephemera kits for the Emerald Patreons. I was doing the glue seals, like the wax seals, but with the hot glue. And I made such a mess. And I learned something. So when you are doing that, okay, and you're using the glue, you want to make sure that the metal is cold when you put it on to the onto the glue. Okay, so I was doing it one right after another, and I ended up all a sticky mess. So, yeah, so I'll show you. So this is what I put in all the Emerald Patreons are getting one of these glue seals that I made with the daisy, which was from an old, this is one that I've had forever, like I've had that. So yeah, so I was doing that. Oh, let's first get all the daisy, and then, so this is the gold pen from Dollar Tree. Okay, and so then I just went around it. Okay, and then I added a piece of this double-sided tape to the back of it because it will be clear. Okay, and I'll be able to use that on whatever I'm making. Okay, so so I've added my gold pen to my handwriting page, and so next I you know, we do have more of this, and I really do want to use, let's go ahead and add a pocket. Okay, so this is going to be a page, and I'll be doing something else to the back of the page here. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I was within this area here. We already did one of these as a flip. So remember, I went ahead and I put this on to like deli paper. So that's what you're hearing there. And I'm just like, okay, what do I... Okay, I really like this. I think I'm going to go down short here. Okay, so we'll come across right here, and then we'll come across this right here. Okay, so I've got myself a little pocket, and I can actually... I think we'll cut it down just a little bit more. Okay. Now, to put this in here, I'm going to go ahead and use this. So, so we have a gold pen, and we have a fabric pocket out of the one that we made earlier, which I think is awesome that we're using up something that that one was going to be too long for over here. So I'm going to come from this edge and go up. Okay. So there we go. So double-sided tape. And we need to put it down so that we can grab it. Okay. could also sew this. I just stacked some stuff on top of my sewing machine, so yeah, I'm not gonna, it's things that need to get put away. And that was the only place that was really open for it. Okay, so then I can go ahead and add that there. And then I am going to add this. But before I do, I want to make sure this is going to stay on because it's fabric, not paper here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a little hole in the top. And I'm going to cut a little hole in the bottom. Remember the other day we talked about being able to make these into a charm. I do need to take that tape off. Okay, so see that it's got the tape, and I can add this to the edge here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my thread, and I thought I had pink thread on the table still, but I seem to have, it's not here, so we'll go with, I'm going to go ahead and put a knot in this. Okay. And I'm going to go right under here. And I'm going to stitch this on just for the extra hold. And it gives me another, it's an enhancement when you add stitching to something. So we could have also stapled this on. We did staple one on the other day. And I'm going to just kind of do that in a fan. And yes, we could have done this before we put it on here. Would have probably been easier. Like, how hard is it going to be to get this off of here? So I can put in, yeah, I can. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that. So if you're going to do this, I would do it before you put it on, before you put your pocket on. Okay, but how fun to add this little goodie here. And because we didn't go through the paper, through the page, our pocket is not compromised. Our pocket can still be this big. I could have used like some shiny gold thread. That would have been really pretty too. And I also could have added this on as like a charm. Now that's one of the things I still have to do is my charms for this challenge. And so this is for the Artfully August Junk Journal Challenge. We had the full alphabet, 26 letters of art type things to do. One of them is handwriting. You can use your own handwriting. And I did do some of that, and I didn't like what I was getting. So then when I found this letter in the book that I was giving pages to the Emerald Patreons, I was like, oh, there's my handwriting. And so I was able to do the big background like what I had seen on that picture, and I love this. Okay, so there's my handwriting page, and we have added we've added fabric, we've added the gold pen to the page, and we've added the seal made out of glue. And so I'll show you real quick how I did that. My thing is cold, so I have this mat that I had gotten from Temu. Oh my gosh, I love this mat. So I did not have this out the other day when I did the video, but we can just go ahead and put our glue in here. For this one, I've been doing 2 little things of it, and then you just put this on here and you make sure that it's cold. And then we let it cool off. And luckily this one doesn't take as long to cool off as the others. We'll just kind of move it up to the top of the desk here while we're going to move on to our overlay page. Okay, so that is my handwriting page. And so this is a little bit bulky, but that just means that the tag that goes in here, or whatever goes in here, it can have, you know, it can have some fluff to it. Okay, so yeah, so that's not a bad thing. Okay, so that is my handwriting page, and so I'll be able to mark off my page handwriting. Okay, we're getting there. Look at getting there. I still have a few on here. We've got string, tape, x-ray, yarn, kaleidoscope, gather, and we're going to do overlay right now. Now, overlay, I was going to use a piece of acetate, and then I was like, no, this is a junk journal. It's still a junk journal. We're still making a junk journal. And so I was going to go ahead and let's go through. This is going to be a pretty good size little journal we got here. Okay, so these are some of the things that we have done so far for this. Our pages and our ephemera. I think, see, I'm thinking that might be a good page. We can just pull that out. Okay. But also, this might be. Okay, so those 2 could be a good page for it. This could be a good page. Got a lot of things are ready to get put together, aren't they? Okay, so we'll set this one aside because I don't think I want to put it on that one. I do want it on one that's facing to the right. Okay, so there's that one. I think I want to put it on this one. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, so I have packaging and it's got this piece that is folding over, and I'm going to go ahead and put that down. Okay, so I'm on on the Eco Dyed page. Okay. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. I definitely didn't want to do that. However, it could go down inside this. Okay, so yeah, could go. So that means it's going to be up high. That's okay. Okay, so but I also think I need another. I'm going to put a piece of the tape. You know what? Let's put it right on the edge. Put a piece of the tape right on the edge. Okay, so this is the double-sided tape from Dollar Tree. Okay. And then I want it to go underneath my my thing here. Okay, so that will be on there and it will hold it. Okay, we'll put this little goodie back in here. This was Friday's freebie using the little Dad's Bank envelope. And now we've added this. Now, this has this little hole over here. So what I'm thinking is we can go ahead and we'll cut this right along at the edge. Okay. Now we can go ahead and this could be used as a pocket. So we're going to leave it like that so that it can be used as a pocket, possibly. And we're going to go ahead and add from here. Now, you guys remember, I cut all the ephemera pieces out in the beginning. And then I lost them. Oh, here's this. This should be ready. Okay. So now if you're using one of the other ones, not this old one like this, I would leave them in there until they're totally cold. But we're able to pull that off, and that's going to give me another little goodie that we'll be able to use if we want to. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull out got lots of things going on here. My sticker maker. You guys remember that from a couple weeks ago? We had out the sticker maker. We're going to pull that out again because, you know, we've got one. We might as well use it. Okay. So this is the Teresa Collins X Xyron X stamper, I think is what it is. So, yeah. So we're going to turn a couple of these into stickers. Oh, I think that one would be really pretty as a sticker. Maybe down here. And then it's the same one. Let's see, what else do we have? It's like, what can we... If we do these two down here, okay, and then maybe, oh, the yellow butterfly. With the same roses up at the top. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go ahead and we will send this through. So you just go ahead and grab this down here and start pulling it through. If you have one of these, you know, show us what you've used. Oh, are we getting to the end? There we go. And then we'll put the bird in. Make sure that that one is all the way done, and then put the bird in. Okay, and then get this one ready, and it'll go in right after it. And we're making our own stickers. And then the butterfly. And I'll get, oop, don't want it to go before it's time. Okay, and then we'll put the other bird, we'll have that one ready. Okay, I'm going to put it in that direction. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and the bird's in there, but I'm going to cut this off. Okay, and then you go ahead and you put this down like this, and that puts the sticky, what the heck do we have in there? Something fell in there. Okay. So you go all the way, make sure that you've got your sticky on. Then you can pull it off. And you have your own stickers. They're sticky on those other pages that I just put in there. So, looks like there's It's just a little bit of glue. Or sticky. It might have been sticky. Okay, so we'll go ahead, and now we've got sticky on the back of that. And we're going to put that down here. Okay, so we've made stickers. And I wanted it to overlay over the top of this other paper. This other, yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, so this one is going to go in an upward motion. And we'll have a butterfly. Okay. So then another thing is, so we use digitals here, and then we can go ahead, and this is an actual sticker. Okay. So we can add that. Oh, I like it. Okay. And then I have my whale tail punch. I was playing with it yesterday too. And I have this music piece here. And I'm going to put that on this, as part of this collage. Okay. And then to put it on, I could do double-sided tape, but I think instead for this one, I'm going to go ahead and go with my my tiny attacher, because that gives me another enhancement. Okay. So using some junk packaging, we've added in a page that is an overlay. Okay, so then if we had something really cool on here, which could still happen, like if this was one of the, what's her name? Marie. Peach Roses, Marie Mayhem. If this is, like if you had a picture of Marie right here, this would be really cool. Okay. But again, we have left an opening that something can go inside there. And we attached it over here. And so when the journal is bound, it'll get bound, and that will also help to hold this in here. So I think that that's really cool. I do want to add one more thing here. I want to add a button. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a button, because I think that it will be cool. Okay, so I got to pull this up. Okay, I'm going to add it right there. And I'm going to leave that. So using the things that are on my desk, I've got a bunch of random little things that have been out for various journals. And I need to do a really good cleanup of my desk, but heck, if I can use some of these things before that, then we'll do that. So just adding that button, and then I'm going to tie it off in here. Okay, so you saw I left a string rather than tying it And I'm going to tie these two together. So apparently Ojai had another 4.0 or 3.9. It got downgraded, I think, to a 3.9. I was going to say firework. Earthquake today. So I have not talked to my family, but several of my friends have posted that it woke them up. It was a rolling type earthquake is what they felt where they were. And so I saw a thing yesterday. They've had over 80 aftershocks after the big 5.1. So there it is. I went ahead and took it apart and tightened it back up. So I think it's good. And so that gives me an overlay. So again, something could go in here. But there we go. I love it. We collaged right on packaging. So an overlay would just be something that you can kind of see through. That's going to overlay over something, right? I do have this little batch of flowers stickers. I think I'll save those. Okay, so there is my overlay. We did it on the eco dyed paper from Friday, and you can see this would have also been pretty over that. Okay, so, and then also we did our handwriting page. And so we're just moving right along. I think this is kind of cool because we did use the eco dyed background. This is the actual eco dyed paper page, and then this is the eco dyed background. I printed the handwriting on top of an eco dyed background page, and so there is a light tint to the page, so that did come out a little bit over that, but I love it. I love it. So added our fabric pocket. It's got some noisy paper on the inside, which is really cool. And then we have our seal over here, the one that I made with glue. And then we have our overlay page. And this little tab, it might show up around on the outside over here. So I think that is really, really cool. We got two more marked off. 2 marked off the list. Yay, because we're running out of days. We're running out of days. And so I have kaleidoscope, gather, tape, x-ray or negative, and yarn. Okay, now on my other list, I still have charms to do. I have a tassel to make. I do have some my waterfall I need to make. So stay tuned. This week we'll have those coming. And so I hope you are enjoying this challenge. And I hope I've been able to show you some things that are a little bit different. Also, if you are in the Artfully August Junk Journal Challenge group, check out what people have done. I left a loose interpretation for people to figure out what they wanted to do for all the requirements for the letters, and there are some really amazing and great ideas. Some really super easy ones. So do check those out, especially if you're doing the challenge and you get stuck. Don't forget that you have that, okay? I also wanted to make sure that you knew, if you haven't watched the Friday freebie fun day video, I put all the beach digitals and all of the blue digitals on sale in honor of my Aunt Terry, who passed away last week. And her favorite band was the Moody Blues. This is my Aunt Terry. There she is. There she is. There's my dad and my brother many years ago, my cousin Christy. There she is. There she is. This is in my mom's kitchen. This is Aunt Terry and Christy. And that's me. That's my cousin Jennifer. And there she is. So, yeah, so I put all of those on sale, and they are 50% off. It's a very special sale to honor her. I'm not doing 50% off very often anymore, but I wanted to do that. So, yeah, so all the blue digitals, so that's blue hollyhocks and daisies, birds in blue, and then there's several of them. Blue Winter, which is one of my favorite winter digitals, and then the Beach Beauties, and then At the Beach postcards and At the Beach pages. And if you don't have those are probably some of the favorites, are the beach digitals. And my Aunt Terry grew up at the beach. Literally, their house was on the beach. That's my dad and my aunt and my uncle. And she absolutely loved the beach. So, in honor of my beautiful Aunt Terry, put a spoon in your mug when you're having your hot drink, and check out Moody Blues and the beach. Oh, I have a list here. So blue hollyhocks, blue winter, birds in blue, red, white, and blue children, and then all the beach for Aunt Terry. You guys, thank you so much for your prayers over the weekend. Was quite interesting. Luckily, the storm went a little different. So in 24 hours, we got as much rain as we should get in a whole year. Our average should be 5 inches. And that's the high average for a year. And we got 4.75 in 24 hours. So luckily our property and everything did well. Our little town had some areas that did not do so well. And our little state had some places that did not do so well. So prayers for those. And thank you for your prayers. Oh my gosh, don't forget, we'll be live at 1 o'clock. We have a craft with me with the Patreons. We're going to be using the June travel kit. And so I'll be using the digitals from their June travel kit. And I will be using the emerald kit. There it is. It's that. And yeah, they got a pretty good size kit in June. We'll be using this and the travel digital that they received. And so I think that's going to be really, really fun. And that will be at 1 o'clock today and 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be working with their June stuff. Then next week, we'll be working with the July kit. Okay? But I'm going to go ahead and I will have the live videos will be ready for you to join. And it's not too late. You can still join and become a Patreon And although you won't get the Emerald, this kit, but you can access the digitals, the travel digitals that they have. Okay? Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.